Good evening. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Sorry I missed you Thursday. We had some family stuff that needed to be taken care of, so I wasn't able to come on here and do some drawing and whatnot. But we're here today. Hope you guys had yourself a good weekend. Hope you guys got a lot of stuff, whatever you need to get done. Brian, howdy. How you doing today, brother? So anyway, progress is going along pretty well on the actually, I forgot to do a video today on that. Jeez, I've been a little bit busy on stuff with the aircraft. So, paint the overlay for the aircraft came back from powder coat, and I've been working on wiring harness and stuff, getting wiring pinned out and everything on that. So tomorrow I'll do another update so you can see the actual powder coat. Actually, I have the panel up there right now. It's got to go over to the laser engraver now for all the placards. But anyway, so for the day, I figured what we'd do is just going to do some general sketching. So I got my sketchbook, I got a piece of Bristol pad here. We're just going to do some sketches and just kind of fill the page, just kind of whatever comes along or we think about. I'm just going to dig through some model sheets and we're going to see what we can come up with. So without further ado, I don't know if I'm going to use my glove today or not. I might. I think I'm going to use the 1.3 millimeter today because we're just going to do some loose sketching at first and see what comes about. So anyway, let me pop this over to live, and let's see here. Let me just go into my big book of references and see if I'll just scroll through and just hit something at random. Boom, there we go. And let's open it up. We'll do some warm-up sketches. Oh, good. There we go. Kim Possible. My random thing. We got some Kim Possible stuff. Let me see what I can come up with. We've done Kim already, so let's see. Maybe we'll just do some. Let's flip through. We already hit her. Maybe we'll do Ron. That'll be a good thing. I haven't done Ron in a while. So anyway, let's see here. Make sure we got this guy. Zoom him in a little bit on this area so that way the page shows up a little bit better. Doing pretty good. Snuggles been 19 days. There's what they're waiting on authorization for insurance. I think I was supposed to have it today, but they didn't tell me to not come in, so insurance better pay for it. Yeah, I'd say so. Well, yeah, I remember 19. Gosh, 19 today. 19, been 19 years old. That was a pretty good dog. I seen lots of neat pictures he had of Brian. But you got another cool dog. Let's see here. Let's do some faces and stuff for Ron. Stop. Shot of him. There we go. Alright. Do simple things. Do a little drawing on this. I haven't done some drawing actually for a bit, and actually I hardly did anything. I've been taking care of all sorts of stuff. So Ron kind of has a little bit of an egg shape, a little bit of a roundish jaw. So we'll do that. Run his neck down, and then here he kind of just has like a little. It almost widens out and drops off, so we'll kind of do that, and we'll kind of give him like his little box him out. He doesn't have really a powerful stance. He's kind of like the comic relief. So it kind of looks like a bowling pin. And of course he's got an elongated neck, so we'll put the shoulders about here. And usually, it's always, he's very vocal with his hand and stuff also, if you've ever watched it. So just kind of block him in. This is just kind of a warm up. I haven't done any drawing today, so I've been really busy taking care of all sorts of stuff. I can't say actually I wasn't doing drawing. I was taking care of some graphic design stuff a little bit ago. But that was all on Illustrator, using pen tool and whatnot, making vectors. So, if you guys did anything interesting, let me know. Talk to me. Tell me what's happening. So, yeah, let me turn this back on. There we go. Let's kind of get his. Kind of doesn't have. He doesn't have really big arms. Everything's kind of baggy on him. Let's see. Shows an awesome dog. Sure, I also don't to fix or replace anything in my house after that inspection. Oh, you don't have to. Very good. Finally heard back from my insurance agent Friday, so that was a huge relief. Hot water was heater is 11 years old, and last year he told me every 10 years it has to be replaced. Now he said otherwise. Yeah, as long as you rinse this, you actually do a flush on your hot water heater. You know, as long as you do that periodically, those hot water heaters will last for a long time. It'll be very dependable on you. Actually, I got to do that this year for mine. I usually try to do it at least every summer. So, let's see here. So, we're gonna, let's actually, instead of just keep playing with this, let's actually find like here's a waistline. So we'll put the waist there, because his elbows are about here, which will be the ribs, this will be the wrists. So he'll have his hands about here. So we'll do that kind of. This is a very stylized art type style that they did with these. It was kind of neat. It had like a little bit of a retro-ish feel to it, which I thought was pretty cool. So let's go ahead and hit that. And let's see here. Kind of have the legs. Yeah, it works perfect. There's some corrosion, but as in the tooth, which is outside the house. Insurance won't care. Nope. Pretty much as long as it's functioning. So let's do this. We'll kind of here's another little spot you can do that. You can kind of get an idea for proportions. Figure out a foot will be there. I'm going to do a foot out this way also. And we can, so, alright. Got the rough sketch of basically Ron's stop here. We'll kind of do his, give him his other layouts, his construction line. He's got his ear. He always had those like point stick out ears. And had like his little hairdo. We got little strands. And let's see here. We probably want to do an eye. And we'll give him another eyebrow over here. Usually they very stylized, like for their noses and stuff, so like that. Of course, he's got his big smile. Let's see if we can, like I said, we're being pretty loose on it, so we can probably clean it up even more further as we keep going with it. They said 1 in 5 people keep it in the attic, which is nuts. The attic insurance. You worry about a leak due to corrosion after replacing. My attic's completely insulated. You can't put anything there. Yep. That's good. I'm glad that all worked out for everybody. So let's do this. Let's kind of get a little there. Okay. So we kind of got that. We don't want to give him a beer belly. We just want to show that his shirt's kind of sticks out a little bit. So we're going to do that. And of course, it's, like I said, it's pretty stylish. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to give him his baggy pants, because this is where his leg would be. So we'll probably go about there. Let's see if we can kind of make it look like he's got like that. It kind of has like those. This was a 90s thing, so they're like a 90s almost like a parachute pants, I guess they could call them that. They definitely had a bagginess to them. So, kind of give a little bit of a bagginess to that. Run it up. We got to give him his utility belt. Like there. Like so. And
say that practicing Zen is difficult.
Very stylish layout.
There's a misunderstanding as to why.
Let's get done with him. We'll hit another random thing and see what
because
we're
it is
going
hard
to
to
do
sit in
next
a cross-legged position or to attain enlightenment. It is difficult because it is hard to keep our mind pure and our practice pure in its fundamental sense.
It's all right. Getting there. This is also part of warm-up period. So get your arm work back up. You'll be good to go.
In Japan, we have the phrase shoshin, which means beginner's mind.
God, it's
If your mind is
like
empty,
those varsity
it is
type
always
shirts
ready
that
for
are
anything.
like the
It is open to everything.
it's like a raglan tee where it has like a
In
three-quarter
the
length
beginner's
sleeve.
mind, there are many possibilities. In the expert's mind,
Right.
there are few.
Give a little curve that way. Alright. Give him these hands that way. Claire, hey, it's... How you doing, Claire? How have you been? Have you been doing any drawing lately? Everything been going alright? I could actually come over and hang out with you guys and see you guys. I think you guys are still in the area. And catch up. I haven't seen you since you were a little kid. It's been a little bit. I'm glad you're here hanging out and stuff. Is there anything particular you want to learn how to draw, or you want to follow along? Today is just kind of a relaxed day. Been taking care of some school stuff and doing some graphic design stuff and CAD work. Oh, I'm glad you're good. Excellent, excellent. So, we're just kind of going to fill the page with sketches is what we're going to do today. We're going to do all sorts of various stuff. We can do cartoons if we want, do whatever we want to do. So, we're going to get that. And let's turn the hand that way. Let's choose that. Let's kind of give these the same way. Let's see here. But yeah, if there's something that you've kind of been curious about. I know you like My Hero Academia. Maybe we'll dig through the model sheets and we'll pick another character for that. We'll sketch one of them out here on this page as well. Being you're watching, we'll do stuff that you guys like. It's all good practice, and you and me, and you guys want to follow along, you can. Let's start doing a bit more. Ron had a pocket, like a cargo paint pocket, that is, God, I forgot what his naked mole rat name was. Oh my gosh. But yep, this is just some loose sketching, getting everything laid out that we wanted to. So we'll come up here. Let's see if we can get Ron up a little bit now. Let's see here. I actually had to work on this computer here. The graphics card decided to die on it. So, but luckily I always have lots of stuff in my workshop, so picked up a... Hello man, how are you? I'm doing good. How are you doing, the ghost? Just sitting here sketching today. What you up to? Having a relaxed day, not really doing anything too much on specific or any type of little study stuff. Just kind of a little burnt out, so I figured, we'll grab a page and just draw some stuff in here. Keep it nice loose. It doesn't actually have a roundness, it's kind of a flat like that. That's more like round. There we go. And he kind of has his head kind of just... Very stylized, very simplistic. So let's see if we can get him his eyes. There. This. We'll give Ron his little, just like so. how this one has a space, and even though it's stylized, you still want to show depth on it. And oh yeah, had these 3 like upside down Triforce for Zelda. A little Ron there, a little bit of Ron action. All right, so that's one. Let's go scroll through my list of model sheets and references and all sorts of stuff that I have, and see what we want to play with next. So let's see here. What do we want to play with? What do we want to play with? Maybe, well, we'll stick with some Disney stuff. Let's mix it up a little bit. Let's flip over to this one. And let's see. I know, it's doing good, to be honest. Glad you're doing good too. I'm just searching YouTube kind of. How come you do stream on Twitch? I actually do stream on Twitch too. This is a multi-stream, so it's YouTube, Twitch, and on Facebook actually. So if you go to Atlanticum Arts on Twitch, I'm there as well. So I just multi-streamed everybody. But yeah, cool. I'm glad you searched around. What would you say? Found a neat little art live stream to goof off with. I usually do all sorts, and I teach usually a certain thing, or if we work on stuff. Like last week, I started a new sketchbook, and I'll give you an idea. And I just started using this 1.3 millimeter lead instead of the finer lead, just to try and not focus on detail too much, and just kind of start to work things in. So we worked on tones. So these are some of the stuff that we worked on last week. So that type of stuff. Do you think you'd draw a horse for me? I love them. Oh, okay, a horse. A horse, of course, of course, of course. Let's see here. A horse. God, I haven't done a horse in a long time. So let's see. Horses usually have a nice, good, broad area. And it kind of, let's see. Let's do it that way. Make sure I got it in the page as well as the screen as well. I could probably zoom this out. But yeah, we'll do a horse, Claire. No big deal. So, rib cage for the horse, little simple thing there for that. Give maybe like a pie shape we can do for the head, and of course they got the neck. We'll kind of give it a give this a strong horse. Make it a, what do they call them? Clydesdales. Yeah, that'll be it. Clydesdales. So we do that, and let's see. Let's see if we can give a little bit of motion, not just have it look like it's standing there. We don't want it to look like, oh wow, that's cool. Oh, thank you, brother. I appreciate it. So, like I said, today's just kind of a relaxed day. Some people kind of throw out some ideas, and we're just going to do some quick sketches. Nothing too detailed, just a little bit of fun stuff today. This is a good way that you can also warm up and do things. Let's see, let's do that. Let's make the horse look like they're running. So, that's about it. That's close. Let's kind of give this one a little bit like he's kind of a gallop. So when you think of the way a horse gallops, it kind of runs like this, and the back legs will have almost like it has a little bit of a trail. So let's see if we can get it laid out first. Give this one the keys. This will be the weighted point here because this one's coming back. So we're going to have one leg that's going to kind of that way. And then this one's going to kind of be this way. Like it. This is the heavier stance part. And of course we'll have a little whoosh tail. So we're going to do that. Let's see. Get a little basic layout for him. Got his ears. Kind of like that. We don't want it to look like donkey ears. So we don't want it to look like Shrek. A donkey. We'll give him a little bit of a personality though. Actually, it looks like he's smiling. Can't have the horse looking too comical. It'd be Mr. Ed then. So, of course, they got a jowl. Nice good jowl there, so kind of keep it stylized. And, of course, the neck, and then they usually have a good protruding area for the part of the rib cage. Give him, let's see if we can give him a knuckle, or his, not knuckle, his elbow, or his kneecap is what it would be considered. Let's see, so we kind of have, we want it to look, yeah, so we want those, we're going to probably bring those a little bit stretched out a little more, so that way they'll, this way, try to get them a little, let's see here, we'll kind of make it look like he's got a little, you can feel a little bit of his bulk to him. Maybe we can give him a little bit of a mane this way. That. And we want it to look like it's his left leg's coming forward, so we want to bring maybe that way. There we go. Like I said, this is just all loose stuff. We're just kind of sketching it. Using a large lead, no details really. We're just kind of blocking the character, and I'm doing a little bit darker than I usually would just so it shows up on the screen. So. And let's see, that was a little bit long. So when you start to notice stuff like that, this is good practice, because then you go, looks like he's got one longer leg than the other, so let's bring that, shorten that up a little bit down to here. I'll stretch them out a little bit. So, as I said, I haven't gotten actually this, like, haven't had a horse request. So let's do that, and then we'll give this guy a little bit more. Instead of a kick that way, we'll kick him this way, where it looks like he's. Let's see. Give it a little knuckle piece to that. Flip this guy out again. Trying to remember the way the anatomy of a horse is like. Out down here a little bit more, so it's not bent up so much, so I'm showing the gallop. So, and what I should have done is I should have pulled out a couple of my books that I use for anatomy references, so you guys can see some of those. Let's give a little bit there, because it's good always having it. It's good having people anatomy stuff, but having human anatomy stuff. There we go, a little quick sketch of a horse. So maybe we can see. Probably actually do even like, let's see, maybe we could stylize the face, make it look kind of like give it a little more of an edginess instead of just looking. This one looks quite sleek, but we could actually you can change the heads up a little bit to give it a little bit of a different look. Let's try that up. We'll put a different head up here. Let's see. Let's kind of give it more of a boxier feel to it. And see how that changes. Kind of give them there. Have like a little bit of ear. Actually, I've got not have enough space. Let me bring it down here. We'll bring it down here and do it the same thing. Kind of keep it boxy. And we'll have a little run. Sorry, I'm looking to see if, making sure all my chat screens are. Nobody's asking me questions or whatnot. Let's do maybe a little ear that way.
You understand me?
Do it ear that way, but we'll give him a.
No, you understand.
Let's give, instead of a short, we'll give him sort of like a tall, like a mohawk. Kind of make him look a little bit like it, look like it's more of a meaner horse. So we'll kind of give this, and now we can start to lay it out. Gel to it. Excellent. Lighten it up a little bit. about next draw possum? Oh, I saw the picture you did. Had great looking horse. A possum. A girl's barking before bedtime. Yeah, we can do a possum after that. This will not a problem. We're just going to kind of give a little. And here, instead of like that, look, we can kind of give him more. Like he's a mean horse. Like he's a villain horse. Do that. One like an evil villain would carry. So kind of give him like his reins will come back that way. It was interesting for sure. It was pretty small. Yeah, I saw that post you had. That was definitely interesting. A possum. A possum. Let's see here. Gosh, a possum. I haven't. Possum. I should just pull up your picture that you took of the possum. But we'll do it. We'll make it stylish. We'll have some fun with it. Let's see. Possum. Let's see. Somebody's chat messaging me. That we can pull up mine. Looks good, so good. I love it. Well, cool. But the biggest thing is making sure you have the actual layouts for it, and I'll have to grab one of my animal things on it. Okay, a possum. Possum. All right, let's do a possum. We'll do a cartoon possum. How do we do that? That might actually work out. Kind of little. Get reference image to draw, or do you just draw from imagination? I usually, what I do is I have like a reference of different model sheets of anatomy. Like the horse, I basically just flipped over into my server and looked up animals and just typed in there my horses and stuff, and it just gives me a bunch of pictures of horses so I can have a muscle reference of things. That's about it. As for anything directly, it's always good to have references to it. So let's see here. We'll do a possum, and they got usually their kind of like a worm-like tail. Possums are easy to tell by from their ringtails. So we got that. Let's way. That was very cool in my opinion. Oh, the horse or the the horse or doing the possum or just any of it. I appreciate it though. This is a good thing to do, especially if you're learning to draw or you're wanting to practice anything new on drawing. If you've been drawing, it's always good to just kind of goof off with stuff. But yeah, I do have references, so I usually try when I work on things. I'll have like an idea board for stuff, especially when I'm doing character drawing, or like we'll put, like the other day somebody asked me to do had sent me a message asking me to do an art challenge on the stream, so we did that 3-word art challenge where we had 3 words, we wrote it in, then we had to make them, design them up and stuff. Actually, they were in the sketchbook. So, but let's see here. Possum ears are kind of wide. We can give them a little bit this way and a little stylized. Let's see here. Maybe like that. Give a little kind of hair type piece to it. And they have, let's see, they usually this way. Oh, the reference thing. Yeah. No, it's something I have a very large digital storage of different references and whatnot, especially when I need ideas and stuff. And then off to the side over here, like I literally have a book, lots of bookshelves, because I have tons and tons of books. Let's see if I can grab one of them. I can show you. That's Oh, here's one. This is actually somebody who's really cool. Her name's Terrell Whitlatch, and I'll take a quick break. This is a neat book called Animals Real and Imagined. This is something being we're doing animals. This is a neat book to get a hold of because she actually uses anatomy and she mix matches it, as you can see from some of her pictures. I'll show you a couple things out of it. She's a very talented artist and stuff. And these are a lot of, like, this is a Tasmanian wolf, this is a Cody. These are actual animals and stuff. But as you get further in, you can see that she actually uses, let me see if we can get the reflection off that. Like this, you can see different, she does an actual analysis of it. So she's got like the serpent's head, you know, she's got like a horse body, and she's got a longer tail, but she actually kind of lays it out. It's a very neat book. It's a great way to show different type of either alien creatures, blending other things together. So we have more of a sci-fi natural thing. Here's some of her different pig references. So it's a really good way to show you this is how she builds up her references. So neat book to have. I got tons of, like, I love books. That is my weakness. I'm a book hound on things. So let's see here. We'll give it a shoulder this way. But yeah, between reference books, digital, sometimes simple things like need to see how a skull looks like from the side. So those are good. If you ever get a chance, these are dentist resin. This is dentist resin and stuff, but you actually, if you need help with muscle structure, these guys are good too. Like this will show the skin structure that you can use to where you can kind of get the idea of proportions. Like I said when I was drawing Ron, where the elbow comes just below the rib cage area, that's a good idea proportion to where when the arm comes out, you can kind of almost like on the page here, you can go, oh yeah, rib cage is about here, so the elbow's about here. If his arm came out, you could kind of just do like a little swoop this way and go, yeah, his arm, if it came out, his elbow would be there. Oh, hey, Frontier Man, it's alright if you got here late. But things that you can physically hold, digital things, I use a mixed media of all of it. Here's the guy one. So, and it allows you to see muscle structure, how it curls and rolls under, and then you can see how the skin lays over it from each side. So these are great little tools. I have tons of different little reference things that ever I need. I do use rulers. Some people say, oh, it's faux pas to use a ruler. Well, if you're trying to get like quick sketches, you know, it's easy to grab a ruler and throw down some perspective lines to help you keep everything in proportion. I mean, obviously you can always go, like if you're trying to do like a perspective area, you can go like this, and you just kind of, you can pretty much figure out and lay it out how you want to see with things with that grid line, to where you can actually make like a little, all your shape areas, like you're going to build somebody inside there, and you would start them up here and you'd basically work your way down. Like this would be like, if you wanted to do the rib cage, you could put the head up here. And this would allow you for like the foreshortening, like, you know, like where the comic books and stuff, where if they were doing areas like that. Those are things you could do, but sometimes if you're doing like, some people have a very good knack for it. Sometimes if you do like a very picturesque and you have a nice perspective that you're wanting to draw and like a landscape and stuff, it's sometimes good to use some of these tools to lay them out. Scott Robertson is another good person I would recommend looking at. And as you can see, by not using my glove, I get that little wear area that Claire asked last time about on it. So I'll put my glove on, being I'm starting to get some ink down it. Let's see, here's another good book. We talked about that with perspective and stuff and what we're using a ruler with. This is Scott Robertson's. This is one of his books, and it's a very fabulous book I absolutely love. On how he has a how to draw, and then he has an actual how to render, for especially if you want to do coloring and stuff. Another good book to read. Excellent talented artist. Great mentor, great person to watch. He's got a couple of videos himself that he does, or he had done a long time ago. I don't know if he still does them. I haven't seen him post anything lately. But anyway, these guys, he basically shows you also with doing line grids on how to do all your perspectives and how to do layouts. He's very much a detailed, technical-oriented individual. And he actually shows you also how perspective is actually different from the camera. Not only like we can draw a perspective, but from your eye, that perspective is going to be a little bit different also. So he actually explains that in a lot of detail in here, to where you can actually see like the distortion of things. Like you actually, if you look at different pictures and millimeter sizes, it actually, you can see how a face will distort depending on how close you are to the lens and what type of lens you're using. So, but anyway, what are we doing? Oh yeah, the possum. Back to the possum. Let's stylize this possum out. And we can give a little... No, I don't like that. Maybe they kind of have a sleeker nose. Kind of do that way. Kind of has a little bit of a Crash Bandicoot feel to him now that I'm looking at him. And we can kind of give him a little this way. Give a little 3-finger piece that way. Oh, thanks for following, brother. Found me on Twitch now too. Thanks. I appreciate the follow. I really appreciate that. So let's actually give this one so that we'll kind of put it this way. We'll flesh this guy out. Maybe we'll come up with something with this character. Maybe we'll create this into a character because, you know, I'm kind of digging him a little bit. So let's see here. We can. He doesn't look too bad. Maybe we'll let me grab my kneaded eraser and we'll lighten him up, and maybe we'll add some detail on him. He's actually looking pretty good. So you can roll him this way, you can pat it. This kneaded eraser does great for lightening out your lines and then coming back with some cleaner stuff down the road. So do that, work it back up, and let's see here. Let's see what we can do. We'll do some cleaner lines now. We'll choke up a little bit more on the pencil. Let's see. I remember when I was younger, I always wanted to try drawing, but I failed all the time. Well, anybody can draw. You just got to make sure you have the right tools and mindset into it. And a lot of people focus on the details first. And if you actually work on the composition of it, when I mean by composition, if you work on the actual structure first, say you're drawing an individual, you work on the structure first. That way you have everything lined out and it feels correctly. Then you build on from there, just like this. And that's all there is to it. You do that, you kind of you'll pick it up, and it becomes more therapeutic and fun. That's the big thing to it. So let's see here. Let's see. Kind of give him a little. Give him a little. It's kind of a hip one. He's got a little stylized haircut. Let's see. Exactly, I agree with this one. Good. Well, that's sort of the thing. You know, a lot of people, they see it and they want to work on like just drawing things like I'm doing right now, where I'm cleaning up the details. But I already laid out my character, so now I can come back in now that I lightened it up, and I can actually start to do details. Now, what's nice is that even after this, I can wipe them down, you know, lighten them out, and I can even clean them up even more, or I could scan them and do some other stuff to it. Little hard point there. This is another neat little trick you can do. You can give little hard points where your bones typically would be, especially when you're humanizing them. So we'll do that, and let's see, we'll give this hand to go through there, and we'll kind of give it this way, and we'll little fur look for that. There I want to offer promotion of your channel views for chat price lower than you compare. Oh. Well, thanks you for the offer, and I don't. At least this wasn't a one of those crazy ad things where they want you to go meet these 18-year-old girls like YouTube does every now and then. But I appreciate it, brother. I figure as people see it more and more and they like things more and more, they'll pick up on it. But appreciate you the offer for the channel. Of course, you could be a chat bot yourself. But as I keep doing stuff, more and more people are going to see it and they'll like it and they'll play with it. And the ones who don't want to, they won't. So let's kind of give him his little toes that way, and let's darken out his feet a little bit so you can kind of see a little bit more of the toes. A little bit of a knuckle area. Kind of guessing these feet here because I don't have too much on possums to be able to see for that. Most of them look like they're curled up in a ball or hanging by their tail, so they look like a big puff ball. So I guess that could be a possum. Possums kind of are a little bit bigger, but hey. Anyway, alright. So what next? We got some page area there and there and there. Let's see what we got we can play with. Great job on the possum. Thank you, Brian. Well, thank you for the idea on it. Let's see. Let's just kind of scroll through and look at pages real quick. Let's see. Oh, just do it. Possum wasn't very big. You're welcome. Alright, let's random folder. Oh my, Samurai Pizza Cats. That is an 80s anime TV show. If you guys have never heard of Samurai Pizza Cats, it is an absolute hilarious cartoon. So, or anime. It's really, to me, it's a cartoon because I grew up with it like that. So if you haven't seen it, check it out. It's very funny, great, very creative on the stuff. Let's see. Maybe maybe we can do him. We'll do the Samurai Pizza. We'll do one of the Samurai Pizza Cats. Let me slide this over here, and we'll grab a little bit more page on this side so you guys can see. All right, this one's going to be a little bit because. You know, animes, they always have detail in them, so this one's not going to be quite as simply stylized as that. So let's see if we can get these guys laid out. Got the simple head area. That. Gonna have the eye face that way. He's going to have a little chest area. So, and of course, he's going to have like a little armor thing that way, and basically get his legs this way, leg that way. Let's see. And they don't really have too much, so we'll have a shoulder this way like that, and a shoulder that way. It is a stylized type of character, so. But anyway, let's see. We're just trying to keep it nice and simple. He's got a helmet, so we want to do the helmet this way. Basically, we're going to block it out real quick here, and then he's got a samurai helmet. Okay, so we kind of have that. He looks a little squished, but not too bad. Not bad for trying to do just a few minutes of them. And of course, we'll have this eye that way, and eye this way. And my dad wants to know if you're good at drawing cars. I can draw cars. They're not like quick sketches like this. It usually takes a little bit of you have to have some planning on it when you're going to draw it, or what type of shape you're wanting out of it. But I can draw cars. Yeah, I mean, you map out what you're looking for, and you can draw cars or anything to that effect. I'll tell you what else. It depends on what style you're looking at. If you're looking for like what I just showed you, like with Scott Robertson, where he has like that, I can do that. It takes a little bit slower on it because I usually don't do it that often. So, but I can draw them. Do not. So, and most of the stuff that's very technical looking like that, I usually do in CAD anyway. Like I said, when I do like the aircraft stuff. So it's funny as I'm drawing them, I'm remembering the logo, the theme song to this. It was just ridiculous. It was ridiculous, but it was cool. This almost sort of has like a Mega Man type art style. That's the best way I can think of it for a stylization to it. So. But yeah, no. When I get done with this, we'll see about we can see if we can. Grab a car picture, because there's you can do cartoon cars and whatnot to that effect, but if you're looking for something that's got nice detail to it, it does take a little bit more time. But yeah, I can draw cars. Just more what are you looking at for an experience to that effect. There we go. Let's do that. Give it a little. And I think he's got over there as well. And let's see. I have to give this a little there. Run this up for his helmet. And kind of has a little bit of a robotic looking, like armored ears. Is what he had. So we can go this way. Of his armor. Okay, so we're getting them put together. See if we can work some of his armor up here. But this is what a lot of people do. Like this, they'll only get so far and they start working on details. They can't wait on it. So, as you can see, things kind of aren't exactly all completely laid out. So what you want to do is not do this, and you actually kind of want to finish out the character, say, so that way you actually can see, make sure you have all your proportions right. They usually have big feet, probably boat feet, but like that. Yeah, that kind of went a little bit out there, so we'll clean that up. So we got that. Have this flip this way. This one is going to come this way, so it's going to widen out and then narrow off the page. Alright, so we got that. And let's. Like I said, it's kind of a Mega Man-ish like type feel. So we'll do that. Oh, maybe the guy was actually the same artist who did all that stuff. So. that. You can see an idea for his arm. That way, then we can kind of piece that way. Same thing, still rib cage stuff. And that way, and we'll do this way for a hand. Thumb. Sword's usually over here. And here, Rudy, give him the tail. Is your dad looking for a particular type drawing of a car there, Claire? Or? Kind of give body on it where it looks like it's wrapping around. Now we start bringing in details. Something like that. Samurai pizza cake. Don't want to spend way too much time on this. Okay, I want to try and draw some other stuff. So you get the idea. He's a samurai. And he works in a pizza shop. And this was before Ninja Turtles. Another ounce syndrome. I'm going to hop in a shower back in bed. Alright, bro, I appreciate it. We'll see you in a few. Belt. Let's see here, he's got everything's mechanized on that also. So let's see if we can round out his shoe now to where you can kind of get the perspective on it. Your modulation is low and music too high. Wow. I'm looking at it. I don't really see too much on that. I'm not really talking loud, but let me drop the pretzel music down a little bit more. But it's not really showing too much, but I appreciate you letting me know. So, do that. Let's, that way. Bring it over. Go this way. Yeah, no, I just dropped the music app volume just down by just about a half octave. So, but no, yeah, no, I wasn't talking too loud or anything. Anyway, all right, so we got him, Samurai Pizza Cat. All right. So, Dad wants to know if you're great at drawing cars. Let's see here. Do I have enough space in there for a car? Let's see. It's only 754. Let's put this aside and let's actually grab the sketch pad. Grab the little sketch pad. Okay, cars. Does he have a particular car? You know, I mean, I won't be able to do like a very detailed one yet. You know, that's like very technical looking. So not in the time frame that I have, but like let's see, maybe I can come up, maybe we'll do one that everybody's familiar with. Let's see. Yeah, why not? Let's try that one out. So we'll make them stylized. So I guess we'll probably kind of put a line this way, and we'll kind of, because this is interesting because it's stylized, but you got to be able to flex it and move it a little bit. So let's see if we can do a car. So we'll have to give a little bit of flexibility to this. And if you guys can see here, guess what which thing I'm kind of using as a reference. Go this way. So we kind of have a layout. A little bit of geometry to it, and we can go this way. And we'll give this one a little bit out here. You'll also know, some people who have watched before and the ones who haven't yet, I'm left-handed, so when I draw, I either put the spine to the right or to the top. Just makes it easier for me. So we'll do that. And we'll do this. We can go. See. When I was a kid, there was a cartoon. It was a double cartoon. One was called Little Toot, and Disney did it. And I used to watch it when I was a kid because it dealt with Little Toot, which was a little tugboat, and it also dealt with this little blue, I think it was a 30s hatchback, little hot rod, little convertible. It was so cool. So we'll do this. This way. Gotta get the window piece like that. Kind of a little bit of a curl this way, so it rolls in. Kind of acts like a cheek to him. Alright, let's see here. Has a nice little even feel to it. And here we can get down about here will be the mouth. Let's see if we can reproduce this mouth, a very stylized and funny mouth. So it kind of runs that way, and we'll do that way. Then we'll do the you guys guess yet who I'm drawing? Drawing a car, but it's a well-known car. bend in. Let's see here. Let's give him a little roll down that way. Might not be getting his tongue just right, but it's kind of. Stickers. Oh yeah, what was his number? What was it? 95. 95 will do. Just like that, and have a little. So do that. This way and that way. There we go. And let's see. It's got a hood. Alright, so it has that. Got that. We want to give him a little bit of hard surface shadowing there so you can kind of get the idea. And let's see if we can. Let's see here. Got a little bit bigger wheel in the back there. There we are. Got a little bit of Lightning McQueen. Let's see. See if I can give a perspective of this 9 and 5 back here. There we go. I think he had like little nice fins and maybe a couple little details here. There we go. What's the day? 4-4. There you go. Little Lightning McQueen action there for you. So we got a car. Rock and roll. And let's see, what do we got? We got 805. Let's see, what else we play with? We got a little bit of space up there. Maybe we'll do some other little sketches and stuff. I'll put him off here to the side. Let's see. Maybe I'll slide this down a little bit too. Alrighty. What should we do next, guys? You guys been giving me some pretty good little idea things there. So let's see here. Let me shoot over and look at hit my randomizer. What should we do for next randomizer stuff? Let's see here. Let's see. Any ideas, guys, what we want to play with? Something we want to try? See if we can... Let's see. Why don't we just... Alright. Let's try this out. Okay. Throw this over here. Let's see. Let's do... Let's see here. Let's see here. What should we play with this one? Let's see. This one. The one. So we're quite stylized. Let's see here. We can. Easter basket, Easter bunny on a Harley. Alright, well, we got some time. I already kind of working on this one, but we'll see what we can do with that. Smokey and the Bandit earlier, so I got that song in my head now. Looks a little wrong way. Bring him over a little Okay. Got that. Now we'll flip over from the 1.3. We'll actually use the 0.5 being this sketch is getting a little small, so we're going to need to do some detail. So let's... go. Yeah, let's see. Gotta give. Let's see here. Go that way. Let's see here. I'm back. Picture turned out great. Noon is looking good too. My Tigers about to start playing. Cool. Beat the defending champ yesterday in 11 innings. Was winning most of the game. Got heat. Beat all 3 games against Tampa Bay Rays to start the year. Oh, cool. So let's go ahead. That's very cool. Let's see. Oh yeah, he's got a little goatee. A little goatee like so. Yeah, got to keep winning the last place due to losing the first 3. Magic's playing tonight too. Cool. Hopefully we'll get some decent games out with them.
I try to remember. But when everything is coming back to me, I feel as if my memory is paralyzed.
Now let's see. What is the last thing you can remember?
I don't know.
Go on.
Let's see. This way. Let's see.
Oh, wait a minute.
Let's see here. always has like a little stylized piece. I gotta turn it so I can get a good curve on this. There we go. Let's try. There we go. Alright, there you go. Little thing of the genie. That was another random piece for that. Alright, so we didn't do too bad. Did a couple of little sketches. Got Ron Stoppable. We did the horse from request. We did a possum request. A car request, which we did cars. And then we did the randomizer did Samurai Pizza Cats, and then there was the genie from Aladdin. So, yeah, not bad. Nice little jam session, little sketch session out there. Turned out pretty good. So anyway, let's see here. Let's flip over to the face cam. Alright. Well, guys, it's a little bit early, but you know what? We're going to go ahead and call it a wrap. That way I can get back to some more school stuff done and whatnot. But anyway, I hope you guys had fun with me. I had fun with you guys. Thank you for the good suggestions. We will be back on Thursday as long as there's nothing unforeseen that pops up. I shouldn't have any problems with that. So we'll be back here Thursday. We'll maybe I'll come up with something better we can play with. Today was just sort of like a little fun, relaxed day, which was great. This was cool. And I enjoyed it a lot. So you guys have yourself a great night. A good Wednesday. We'll see you Thursday. God bless. And don't forget, let's create something together. You guys take care now. Bye.